Trisha Hershberger here. You may know me from SourceFed, SourceFed Nerd, or my vlog series, The Naked Truth. Comic-Con is about 1 week away, and for those of you who aren't aware, it is the Nerdtopia of all Nerdtopias. We've put together a cosplay style guide with how-tos on everything from airbrushing to how to impress the judges. But first,
what the f is cosplay?
What the f is cosplay?
For an early episode of their series Just Cause, our friends over at Nerdist hit up New York Comic-Con to find out what makes a cosplayer tick.
Combination of 2 words. Costume, play.
For me, it's more like I get to be someone else instead of a student at college.
It's not how accurate you can get it. It's sort of living the spirit of whatever you're doing.
This series is awesome for cosplay noobs as well as seasoned costume crusaders, and they've traveled to every convention you can think of, from PAX Prime to Lebowski Fest. They even did a special episode on every fan's favorite part of the con, the masquerade.
You get a chance to wear your costume on stage, and if you like to do a little bit of skit, you can do a skit.
Some people go all out and they have these really ornate, beautiful creations just to show off what they made in front of an audience.
If you want a killer costume this Comic-Con, you're gonna have to put in a lot of hours. It's serious work.
It took probably about 3 months to do. Around 100 to 200 hours.
It took over 150 hours to fully create this ensemble.
Cosplay gurus agree one of the biggest mistakes a newbie can make is buying a pre-made costume off the shelf. Lucky for you, the internet is stuffed with DIY costume ideas, including Strawberry 17's super in-depth tutorial on everyone's favorite tunic-clad adventurer.
When you make your outline, make sure you make it slightly bigger than the item that you're tracing, because we'll be folding about a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch of the fabric back. After you're done doing all of the pin back edges, you're gonna go ahead and sew in the shoulders. When sewing on trim, I like to do 2 passes.
She has tons more tutorials on her channel, but those supplies can get really expensive. So make sure that you check out Cosplaying on a Budget in the playlist after the show.
Just a warning, this tutorial is not for people who are not patient.
When putting together your costume, you cannot forget that little extra step that takes you just over the edge into expert territory, the makeup. Lex of MadeYew Look is famous for her banging monster makeup, but this brand new MYSTIQUE tutorial might be her finest moment.
When airbrushing large areas, you want to try to go in circles as opposed to going back and forth. I'm using Mayron Paradise paint in dark blue and just a regular tiny little itty bitty brush from the craft store. For shading on these bad boys, I'm switching between dark blue and black.
Now, if you don't want to spend all of your time becoming an expert with an airbrush machine, that's okay. You can always opt for a more natural yet still character specific look. Michelle Phan's gorgeous pared down Daenerys Targaryen tutorial is a great finishing touch to any Khaleesi costume.
I'm going to brush on a blonde color brow gel on the tips of my brow hair to create an illusion of lighter brows. What I'm doing here is recreating her deep eyelid crease. Take your blending brush and soften the eyeshadow. It should look like a natural contour. I'm using a little bit of concealer to reshape my lips. A natural strong look for the queen in all of us.
Michelle's actually a treasure trove of con makeup knowledge. We've got her kick-ass HATSUNE MIKU look that's waiting for you in the playlist coming up in just a second. So we want to know which character you'd love to cosplay. Let us know in the comments. My holy grail of cosplay has got to be Jessica Rabbit, if I can ever figure out the physics of that dress. I'm Trisha Hershberger, and live long and cosplay.